Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Leia and thank you as always for being here. Today I do have Andrew with me.
Hey, what's up guys?
Thank you for clicking on today's video. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. Go ahead and click that button down below and the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of any future videos. So today we decided to do like our 2021 goals, things that we want to do in 2021, like when we look back at the year, things that we hope we're in a better position, things that we hope that we accomplish, and just a way to kind of like stay on track. We both have them written on our phones. I know a lot of people write them on notebooks. I'm definitely like in the notepad. On my iPhone, I write a lot of stuff and I love referencing it because, you know, every day we have our phones. It's very quick and easy to always reference. And we're going to kind of go over them with you today. If that's something that you would like to see, please do keep watching. Okay, so you guys have noticed I'm in a different filming space again. So we're actually at Andrew's sister's house and we're watching his nieces and nephew. So if you do hear them in the background, that's what you hear is just the kids in the background. But to start off for 2021, you guys have probably noticed that I do not have my braces on anymore. So this is actually my first YouTube video ever filming with my braces off. Isn't that weird?
She looks gorgeous.
So I actually, when I started my YouTube career, I guess, YouTube journey, I started it in May 2019. No. Later that year. I started in like October 2019 and I got my braces in May 2019. So ever since I started filming, I've always had braces on, and this is my first video ever not having braces. So that alone is like a huge goal that I've always wanted, not just for 2020, but you know, for a very, very many years. So I'm really excited to start filming now not having braces.
Yeah, she was very insecure about her braces, her teeth.
Yes.
Not braces, teeth.
For the longest time, and I wouldn't say they were horrible. I just had like a lot of crooked teeth on the bottom and I had an overlap on the top. So getting that fixed, I just feel so much more confident. Like I can't even stop smiling. It just makes me want to like smile and stuff. And I'm supposed to have my retainers on, but I actually took them off for the video. Plus I am drinking like a Mexican hot drink right here. So I have them off right now, but after the video, I will put them back on. So let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said earlier, one of my first ones is I wanted to like get healthier. I know I've mentioned it in a lot of my travel vlogs that it's a lot harder to eat healthy on the road. But when I mean healthy, I mean like I want to eat less dairy. I want to eat more organic, more grass-fed, more pasture-raised, more non-GMO foods. I do watch a lot of nutritional like YouTubers here on YouTube, of course, and I feel like I've learned a lot about nutrition, and so I want to follow those guidelines for 2021. So that's kind of like my number one thing, is not necessarily like I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to like get better nutrition wise and just learning more about foods and what they have in them and, you know, stuff like that. What's good for your body, what's not. So that's like one of my big ones, I guess, for 2021 is just knowing what's inside my food.
What do you know? I put the same thing. Become healthier.
Yeah.
I think she must be cheating and looking at my list. But honestly, I don't do this on any year. I don't put a New Year resolution. I just go with the flow. Mm-hmm. I want to do the same thing as you, though.
Yeah.
I want to eat healthier. I want to eat grass-fed or pretty much whatever Leia eats because she's the one that buys groceries.
I mean, I'm the one that's going to be buying the groceries. I love going to the grocery stores. So we're pretty much, since we get our house in March, we're going to be eating the same things. Yeah. It's been harder that we haven't really lived together to be on a health journey together because we're both in different households, and sometimes it's harder to buy certain foods when you have to feed a whole family and not just yourselves. It can be more expensive, but we're definitely...
I'm always with you.
Yeah, he is always with me.
So
That's
I
true.
always eat your food.
Well, whatever I buy, he eats. Like I buy a lot of stuff. I mainly shop at like Costco, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods for some things, and then just like Winco Foods, which is nearby. But we definitely always trying to find like the organic stuff, the stuff that's like just the healthier version. Like we started buying the pasture-raised eggs. If I do regular milk, I do lactose, but I always do vitamin D, like the whole milk. If not, we always do almond milk. So I mean, I don't know, just like little things here and there.
Yeah. Well, I want to eat healthier, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
So whatever Leia eats, I'm eating, so I know I'm eating healthy. So to go with eating healthy, I want to drink more water. I also want to do more cardio. I know I don't get a lot of cardio, but in the job I'm in, I probably should do a lot more running than I do. And I want to lift more weights without sustaining any injuries. And usually when I'm in a good rhythm of working out and getting bulkier, I end up hurting my shoulder or end up hurting my chest. And then I stop for maybe a month until the injury goes away. And then I start again, but then I start again at where I started, which really sucks. I want to read more too to get my brain a little stronger. I want to spend less time on my phone and stay focused.
Well, I guess that was Andrew's like all about being healthy. You guys might not know this, but when I met Andrew was like straight out of like a really intense like program where he got really, really fit. Like I met him really like bulked up, like yoked up. Not that he's not anymore, because I still think he's super muscular, but I guess he's trying to get back to that point, like, because he used to like bench press how much, doll? Like he used to lift heavy weights. That's all I know, is he used to lift heavy weights, and I think he just wants to get back to that point where like he's not injured, I guess, when he's lifting. But I think he looks great as is. I think we both just need like fine tuning, because I really don't think we look bad as is. We just need like little tweaks here and there.
She likes my dad bod.
Yeah, he's already rocking the dog dad bod. All right, so another one on my list that I have is just to continue my YouTube journey. Like I said, I started my YouTube. I mean, I've had a YouTube channel for like over 10 years, but I've never posted on it. And I've wanted to post since back in like 2013, but I just never had the equipment, or I never had the confidence or the courage. But now that I'm kind of like just started it and just kept going looking forward, I want to just continue that and just bringing more content to my channel and see where this could take me or us together. Just, you know, stuff about like my flying travel vlogs, or just any travel vlogs, or like home stuff. I am excited when we get our home to be vlogging a lot of it and doing like home projects, or when we go to like our Disney trips, just anything like that where I've always stated that I want it on my channel. I just can't wait to continue to grow and just to see, I guess, at the end of 2021 where it all went, like what I accomplished in 2021, I guess. So that's something that I'm pretty excited about. Another, I guess, goal of mine, or just something I'm looking forward to, is when we get our home to like fix it up. Like, you know, when you get a home, it's like a blank canvas. So I'm excited to like decorate or paint, or, you know, whatever we're gonna do. That's something that I'm really excited for 2021. And because we get it early in the year, we pretty much have, I would say, almost a full year with the home. So I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like, you know, in December when we're reflecting back on our year. So that's another like something that I have on my list. That's something I'm looking forward to and just excited about. You ready? What's another one that you have?
Well, I want to get out of debt. However, with what Leah was mentioning about, we're getting a new home, so we're going to get into more debt. But I want to get rid of
mortgage debt is different though.
It's still debt to me, okay?
Not according to Dave Ramsey.
I don't care what he says. Debt is debt, so I know I owe the bank something. So I want to pay off my credit cards and pay off my student loans, and that way I can concentrate on tackling the mortgage payment by itself and anything that goes with it.
And attacking it like harder, I guess.
Well, if I can, yeah, because I hope to pay off the house in less than 30 years. That's my goal.
No, it's my goal too. Andrew and I have like a lot of the same financial goals. Like we both have already talked about, we don't want to live off of like credit cards anymore. We want to buy straight cash, or if we do buy something on a credit line, it's gonna have to be those promotions where they do like no interest. But that's something that we've both talked about, where we want to just get on a better financial journey together.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, piggybacking off of what Andrew said, I do have a couple of debts myself that if I can fully pay them off, I would love to. Like I definitely want to attack them one by one, and I'm actually really close to paying off a credit card. But I have like 2 others that I really need to attack aggressively. So those are definitely on like my high to-do list, where I don't want to go into 2022 having these debts. One of them is actually not that high, but I have another one that's pretty high that I really, you know, when we screw up when we're younger, I'm still paying for it now in my 30s when I screwed up in my younger 20s. So that is one that I definitely need to get rid of. But also staying on financial topic, I do want to start a Roth IRA this year. We have talked to a financial advisor. He advised us to wait till after we get the house to go through like 3 monthly payments of our mortgage to see what we can afford, and to make sure, you know, it takes a little bit of time for you to get your finances straight once you get a mortgage. So I already have a 401k, but now I want to add a Roth IRA. So that's another big goal that I have for this year. So I'm hoping by like summertime that I'll be able to start like my, I guess my second retirement investment. Is that what it's called?
Well, that's good. And I always told her to do it.
Yeah. I think Andrew has got like 2 different retirement plans. So this would be my second. So that's definitely high on my list again for 2021. Your turn.
Well, I want to get a new job. And hopefully this year brings a new job. I don't know. It's out on the horizon, but
New job, better pay.
yeah, it's there. If not, I'm okay where I'm at. I love my job currently, but if I do get a new job, I want to definitely concentrate on making it through probation. I know it's a little over a year, our probation, or this job's probation.
So Andrew actually has a really good job that he's been working at for what, 8 years?
Less than that. I've been
7
there
years?
for almost 6 years.
Well, he's an outstanding employee, and it's actually a really, really good job, but it's not a dream job. So Andrew just started like...
Well, it's a job that I actually got very complacent. Like,
Comfortable.
I wasn't searching for it, but I just happened to land a spot, and thank God, because I make great friends and I have great supervisors.
He's got a good job.
Yeah, so I couldn't ask for a much easier job.
No, yeah, it's easy and it's good, and it is good pay, but it's comfortable and it's not the dream. Andrew is currently going after the dream, so we shall know soon if the dream is going to be a reality.
Well, we'll see. We'll
see. But definitely we have good things on the horizon.
Yeah.
For you.
For me and for both of us in the
us.
financial aspect. Hopefully, as well, that I'm allowed to see you often. Mm-hmm. Only time will tell.
Yeah. But that's definitely something that we'll know this year, hopefully sooner rather than later, and then it'll definitely change our lives. So I don't know. We're going after the dreams this year, guys. The dreams. All right. So our next one on my list is getting stronger with my mental health. Now, I've talked about this on many of my flight attendant vlogs, and I even dedicated a video to like anxiety. I've never had anxiety or experienced any type of depression in my life before until this year. And I've just had such a hard year, I guess 2020, because we're in 2021 now. But I see counseling. I try to surround myself with positivity, and I know what I need to do. I just have to do it. And this is just, I guess, a year of self-care and just trying to get my mental health a lot better than I feel like it ever has before. And, just doing things that empower me and not doing things that take that power away. I just want to continue to be strong and move forward in my future, like the both of us, because my mental health affects Andrew too, because then I stress him out or I give him anxiety, and I don't want to do that either. I want to be strong on my own as well. So definitely mental health, and even back into health and stuff. I do want to start working out again, but not working out to really lose weight, even though yes, of course, who wouldn't want to lose weight, but working out for my mental health. I always get told by physicians or my counselor or friends that working out is just really good to help stimulate, your mind, your brain, your body. They always say endorphins, even though I don't even know what endorphins mean. I'll have to look that up. But just to it's better for your anxiety. And if you can get on a good workout routine, again, not to lose pounds, but just for my mental health. That's something that is really, really high on my goals list for this year.
Well, if anyone knew that working out is going to cause you to lose weight, so...
It's like a double. It's a double boom boom.
I think you got to be actually committed to working out, and then you're going to see results losing weight. You're gaining more confidence. So.
And then you want to work out harder.
So,
yeah.
This is one thing that I know I haven't done much, especially 2020. And I know it's very, very played a part on everyone all over the world. But I want to be able to go on more dates with my girlfriend, Leia.
Really?
I do. And
we haven't seen each other's list, so I didn't know he was going to say that. I'm going to blush. I never thought he would say that.
It definitely will help her out towards her mental health, being that we're kind of prisoners to our own confined space.
Sometimes we feel like we are, yeah.
I mean, right now I wish we were confined to our own house, but that's still in a couple months away. Not now. But I want to take her out. I want to have fun with her, go out of town, trips, I want to be able to get a hotel room and then take an Uber to a local restaurant or bar, have some drinks, and take an Uber back.
When things start opening up. You guys know in California, everything is still shut down. Actually,
California is very strict. As you can tell, the 49ers had to play in Arizona.
We were just talking about this the other day. 49ers had to go jump to another state, whereas LA Rams still played in LA, so we didn't really get that. But what's up? You want to say hi? Say hi? He just woke up.
Hi.
Not that his hair doesn't always look like that, because it does.
Hey, yeah. Ah.
What are you about to eat right
A good breakfast.
now? Oh my god, he's eating
Chicks
cookies.
Deluxe.
No, they're cookies, aren't they?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
That's just chips.
Rainbow chips. Okay. All right, so we're back, guys. You want to continue?
Okay, with the going out, I also was gonna include that.
Oh, we were talking about the football, but you can go back to going. We're done with that topic. Go back.
Well, yeah, football's done with. What about those Packers? Anyways,
Go Pack, go.
with going out of town, I want to work on actually traveling this time.
When we can again.
However, I've been actually a really wreck when it comes down to flying, and actually been getting a lot better. So with that said, I want to travel more out of state, maybe out of the country. Well, definitely take a big trip someday.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do that for a while, but again, when we can, like when things start opening up.
Yeah, when actually other countries accept U.S. citizens to go into their territory.
We were supposed to go to Paris last year, Paris, France, around my birthday in May, which didn't happen because obviously you know why. And then we always wanted to go to Costa Rica. We wanted to do like the hot springs in Costa Rica. So I know those are two that are on our list. I've always wanted to go to London, but I know it's so funny that you said like taking me out because I feel like I would always be on your butt all the time about like, doll, like why don't we like date anymore? Why don't you like court me or whatever? But I definitely always suggest for couples who are dating to never let that spark die. Like always date your significant other because that's the only way you're going to keep that spark alive. Not that our spark has faded or anything. It's just, I think it's always a good idea to date and, you know, once a month or whatever to take your significant other out. So I'm really happy that he said that.
Well, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, so I have one more because I pretty much have stated everything I wanted to say in my previous ones. This one might even sound dumb, but I want to start going to bed at an earlier time. So I normally...
It's not really good, yeah. It's healthy.
It is healthy, and I feel like this also will play into my mental health. I would normally go to bed like at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I want to start being in bed by 10 p.m., especially on the weekdays. Weeknights, I don't really know yet because it's the weekends, but the weekdays, I want to be in bed by like 10 so I can be up at least by 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. Even if I'm not working, I just want to just get on a better schedule. Sometimes I feel like maybe because I sleep at weird hours, that's why I have major insomnia and I can't sleep at night, and then I'm tired throughout the whole day, which makes me unproductive because all I want to do is lay down or think about laying down. So again, like Monday through Friday, if I can just be in bed by 10 p.m. just to get a better sleep. And then like I said, weekends, who knows what I do on the weekends, but definitely Monday through Friday, get on a better sleep schedule.
When I first met her, she was actually in a really good sleep schedule.
I would wake up super early because I had to be at work like 6:30 a.m. So I
think literally this flight attendant job that she has kind of threw her
hard.
off.
Well, before
You're
2020,
off a lot.
I know. Well, before 2020, I was doing a lot of red eyes. We actually don't have any red eyes in my base all of 2020. So I haven't done a red eye flight, which is like you're flying throughout the night, in a long time. And the reason I would do those flights is just because it worked with me living 3 hours away to be able to drive and get to work on time. And that's why I would do them. But now I just don't want to be doing that anymore. I just want to get myself on a regular schedule, on a regular, like, you know, like normal people, I guess, and not feeling like I'm always, I don't know.
She means more like old people. So her age is starting to catch up to her.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll be going to sleep today at 8 p.m.
Well, because like when Andrew and I first started dating too, he worked nights and I worked mornings. And then I feel like now we've completely switched where I work nights and he works mornings. So like Andrew will fall asleep like at 5 p.m. Like he gets out of work at 4:30 and by like
I take
5:30 he's like asleep.
Power naps.
So I want to start again being able to like, even with 9 o'clock, even if I can go to bed at 9 o'clock, I would love that. Even though I don't think it's realistic, especially now that I don't live in my own house, but maybe once we do get our house, things will definitely start changing a lot because we'll be able to be like in our own space and create our own roles and everything. You know, right now I live with, you know, my sister and the kids and they're always up and loud and it's so hard to sleep in those environments. But it'll get better in time. You have any more?
Yeah, I got a couple more than you.
Okay.
So I want to be able to play more sports. I want to play more soccer. I actually just got into it about 2 years ago. And that was literally one of the best sports I've ever played. With that said, I want to maybe get back into jiu-jitsu. I did it for a year straight. Very
He was
committed.
a certified white belt.
But it taught me new tricks, and it was actually a lot of fun. I think it was very expensive. And a lot of the times, this girl wanted to hang out with me during classes hours. So I couldn't always make my class sessions.
You just
Also,
get too busy at times. That's what it is.
I like to stay busy.
Yeah, but then
That's
I feel
just
like
me.
when you stay so busy, I like never see you, and that's the hard part. Because he would do like 2 jobs, and then he would do
Well, that was back then.
jujitsu,
Now I only
and
have
then now
one
he
job.
does soccer, and so it's like, okay, like every single day was something different. I'm like, okay, well, when do we get to hang out, or we get to make dinner?
We hang out a lot.
Yeah, now because we were in quarantine the whole year, but before
Even before that, we hang out a lot.
Okay, whatever.
I want to make more friends, new friends, especially now we're going to have a new neighborhood. I'm sure we're going to get to meet our neighbors.
We're like praying for awesome neighbors that are like similar to our situation,
Yes.
like young adults, young working adults. Even if they have kids, we don't mind. Just
Yeah.
like someone that we can vibe with. That's what we're hoping for.
Hopefully we don't get no Karens or Debbie Downers.
We don't need no Karens, no Debbies.
We don't want anyone calling the police because we just happen to have a function that goes past hours. But it is what it is. I know people have to be somewhere in
Well, we
early
already
hours.
had said if we were going to do anything past like normal hours that we would actually tell our neighbors so they're aware of it. But Andrew and I are not people to throw parties all the time anyways, so that would be like a once in a 6-month thing if that ever were to happen, but we want to definitely keep our neighbors involved
Yeah.
when that happens.
And I want to spend more time with my family or with family in general.
Yeah.
Her family, my family. I mean, I think I spend more time with her family than I do with my own. So I want to make it a commitment to spend more time with my own family. See my mom and dad a lot more than what I do.
Yeah. I want to do that as well. His parents are getting, more older and maybe more sick a little bit. So we want to make sure that, I really want you to spend more time with your parents. But sometimes it's harder for him because his parents live like 45 minutes from where we live in Fresno. Not that that's an excuse. It definitely isn't. It was a lot easier for me to see like my mom because I lived with her for so long. And then now my sister because I live with her. But once we start living in our own house, I won't see them as much, but I do want to make it a priority to spend more time with his family, like his sisters, his mom and dad, because we do care about them a lot. It's just, I don't know, just circumstances were not always ideal. And then quarantine, we really didn't do a lot of things or go a lot of places. So it kind of made it harder. But again, there's no excuses.
Yeah. And the last thing I have on my list, and I know it's not the last thing. I'm sure there's more. It's just, this is all I was able to put together, is try new foods. And especially foods that she loves, because every time she wants to
Mushrooms?
go eat sushi, I say no,
Sushi?
because I don't eat sushi.
Pickles, olives.
But that's something you can eat on your own. But I'm open to try it out someday. It's not going to happen maybe tomorrow, next month, or maybe even at all this year. But I'm open to trying new foods and eventually loving them. I hope I do. I want to eat more seafood, something I don't eat.
That's something I wish Andrew ate was more seafood because I love seafood. And I'm not just talking sushi. I'm talking like fish, shrimp, anything like that. Crab, king crab, guys, is like, that's like my favorite. And he's never down for seafood. So every time I make seafood, I always have to make an alternative dish for my child.
Yeah, right. You know what? Actually, in a way, it's actually smarter that I don't eat it because it can get very hefty, if you know what I'm talking about. She breaks the bank buying king crab.
Okay, king crab,
lobster
yes.
tail.
Yeah,
Especially when you go to a restaurant, you imagine the price of a hamburger to a seafood item.
but you need
a
to
lot,
like
double the
expand
price.
your like
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
open to trying new foods.
Like Andrew's a very like burgers, pizza, beer.
American food.
Yeah, he's
Straight up.
so plain Jane. I mean, he loves pasta. Anything I eat besides seafood, olives, pickles, and mushrooms, he'll eat for the most part.
Well,
But anything he doesn't recognize or he's never heard of, he won't even touch it. Like, he's not down for it. Like, I'm like, at least try it once. And if you don't like it,
Well,
then, don't eat it. But you
I
have
wasn't
to try
much
it.
of a, I'm going to be down to try mushrooms and pickles because that's something I can just remove. And she can still make it in a dish. And then I can eat the dish, just remove those contents. But pickles, it's just something I've never been into. It's just the taste is just not.
Well, a lot of times the
good.
contents or the ingredients that you don't want to eat is what gives it the flavor. Like,
No, it does not.
It does.
It's okay without it.
Like, okay, macaroni salad. I've made it without celery before because I was never a big celery fan. And it was not good at all. So now, even though, I mean, I like celery more now. This was more like when I was a kid. I'm glad that they make it with celery because even though I didn't like celery, it like changed the whole taste. Because when I had it without, I was like, ew, this is disgusting. Like, put back that celery even though I don't like it. So a lot of times the ingredients you don't like onion. I'm not a huge onion person, but onion gives it the flavor. So I'm like, yeah, I guess put the onion in it because even though I don't like raw onion, it gives it the flavor that I like. So yeah, just, I don't know. You had a good list.
Yeah.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today on this video. We hope you do like some of what we stated. Definitely hold us accountable at the end of this year and see what we accomplish and what we don't. And thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Ander, for joining me. He doesn't always like being on camera, but he's getting better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And I am sorry about the lighting, guys. I know it kind of looks a little bit dark, but I don't have any ring lighting. I'm strictly using like natural lighting from the sun. I hope when I actually edit this that it looks good.
I'm sure it will.
I know. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. You'll see another flight attendant vlog coming up soon because I have a trip in a couple of days. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Say
Say bye.
bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.